Hello, everyone! It's me, Nether. Hi, for those who are here and who know me, welcome back. For those that do not know me, I'm Nether. My pronouns are they, he, and I stream. Well, currently, mostly I stream my D&D and now today Scion game sessions, and I am very glad to have you all here. I enjoy playing these kind of characters, these kind of games. Corey says I'm her favorite Nether. Well, they are my favorite Corey. They're my favorite color. Yes, call me Corey, my favorite color. Wonderful. I hope everyone is doing well. I am glad to be streaming, and I think I should be streaming more, but that's a worry for another time. Now it's time to play games and pretend like we are the chosen slash scion slash the children slash created slash whatever of gods or dragons. So.
Okay.
Hello.
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 Hello!
What was I supposed to do? Just not take a horde? I'm a dragon.
You don't need land to have a horde.
Oh.
Too late.
But you've already established that you do.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I mean, in another game
Make fun
that
of you
we're in,
regardless.
there is a dragon asterisk that has a horde, and that horde is not gold.
No.
Then
Is it
technically, yes.
Well, one of them is.
And technically, this dragon does own land as a baron. We just don't know what that means.
Also, Max just doesn't give a shit about it. Is pretending it doesn't exist.
Is there a reason for that in particular? It's like, too confusing, don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Whatever.
is this
You guys
for,
deal with it.
Is this for,
Zelda.
heck, Hyrule?
Mhm.
Yeah. Very good.
Is this the one I want?
If Max knew how to give up that title, he would.
Really?
Because he doesn't want it.
He's like, oh no, I'm part of the problem.
It's not
There's
that.
the
He doesn't even
1%.
know he doesn't even know what the problem is.
He
He doesn't even know what
1%.
percentages are.
It's just like I'm not comfortable with this. I don't know what it is, and I don't want it.
I don't want the responsibility.
There's responsibility.
Apparently.
I was about to say, like, the royal officials, like, chasing them down just has, like, the royal paperwork of just, like, here, just take it. No. Just pushing it back.
Paperwork is going to be even worse for Max because he can only write in Draconic, and no one else reads that.
Oh.
Right, no. For...
Did I tell you in my campaign my
Yeah.
my
Tongue of the
furball
Tongue
got
of-
turned into a dragon?
Tongue of the Sun Moon is only for spoken words.
Yeah.
And she
I
has
can-
a dragon baby daddy.
Oh no.
It got louder.
I have no idea how it got louder because I turned down the playlist thing.
Well,
I
that's
think
louder.
this game paused.
There's a difference
I
between
think-
playlist and global settings.
Also, I think Foundry just hates me when it comes to audio.
Also, you're right.
It knows.
You can change the volume controls on my end. That is
I can now.
curious.
Interesting.
I am.
Refresh, I can't hear shit.
Okay.
I
Good to know.
I do not like
I
that.
will I will not touch that button then. I will touch the buttons for me because I thought I turned it down for other people.
Yeah, because I turned down the volume to 40% and now it's back at 70. Like, what?
I have it at 35 on my end for poking at things, so
It's
Mine
not
didn't
even
change.
consistent. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not touching it anymore. I'm just gonna play songs. You guys fuck around with the volumes on your ends. Got it.
I
It's
need
funny
to.
because mine didn't change. Mine stayed the same.
What? Oh no, this is terrible.
It's not even consistent.
Don't worry. It's technology. It does that.
Mhm.
All right, cool. Also, before we get started, I fucked around with the map a little bit.
Yes.
Oh.
Speaking
Yes.
of, let me show
I
that.
have a little key. So,
What door does it
Yeah.
open?
it's
Knowledge about the
it
city.
opens-
Oh, I see.
yeah, the door of understanding. Yeah. So like there's little things. The places of interest are both at this moment deicide compact locations and working or home locations of the individuals that you guys have
What's the name of the
up
band?
with.
Oh.
We
That's
haven't
up to you
decided that
guys.
yet.
Oh wait, we're the band. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
the actual band.
No, you're the band. It's your party. It's
call
it's the noun
drums.
party.
We are Sex Bomb.
Jody is definitely.
Rose,
Jody is definitely.
are you rhythmic enough for drums though?
No.
I'm not in the band. I call manager.
Of course you would, as a
Andre's the
dragon.
roadie.
What about Jody?
Never mind.
All right. All right. Are we ready?
I'm
I
ready.
believe so, at least for me.
Yeah.
So last time, everyone went a little bit on their separate ways, at least for a little while, investigating different things, training, or working towards certain goals. Some of which you use even just to go on a little hike and enjoy the nature on a date or things. But fate very rarely allows such things to go unabated or unnoticed. As on said hike date, you guys had ran into one of the individuals on your list. I don't remember who because I didn't open up that. I opened up everything else but
It
that.
was James.
Yes. And figured out some interesting things, mostly out of character, but did find out some things about James and had a nice little vision with him. After getting back and finding your way onto Carden's Sky Island, and you met Sir Seth of the Round, one of the lesser known individuals, Knights of the Round Table, who was told to watch the sword sequence, which everyone, as you do when you see a giant sword in a stone, tries to take out of the stone to the best of their ability.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's there. You might as well try
Literally no
it.
reason not to.
I fist
And
bumped it in my brain.
yeah.
I don't
And
recall the effect that Casimir had on it, but I'm assuming that it was negligible.
but yeah. And then as you guys split off for the day, as Casimir went home, he noticed two groups of people, one of which is a group of individuals, some of which have some passingly familiar faces from the park that you guys had your altercation with the Attend construct in, and other shadowy figures much closer within the shadows of the Midnight Nook. And so, before we get back to Casimir, because I believe Casimir did send a message out to
Mhm.
people, what's everyone else doing at this particular moment in time?
I believe I sent the lads as backup,
Okay, so you
just
sent
in case.
the lads as a backup. All right. Okay, so we have
Oh, no.
lads in backup. They have the physical tag, right?
Let me check. Right. No. That was Shut up.
Sorry.
They have heavy and consultant.
All right, so yeah, that is that. Excellent. Okay, so we have lads as backup. Vega, what you doing?
I have a question.
Yeah,
Is
go for it.
Donovan not big enough to carry Vega on his back?
Donovan is a supernatural creature.
So I can do what I want.
Donovan is
that
a
your
follower. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes. Let me double check by opening up my thingy. Powers?
Donovan is indeed a follower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he has his own sheet because we did that for him. So mark his things
Oh,
on
that's
there.
right.
He also has the heavy tag, so he can do physical actions relatively well.
So
Okay.
could I like have Vega hop on his back and have him like start running back to the Midnight Nook?
Sure. Roll for me a d4.
Just a D4?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Help.
Slash
/R
R.
space 1d4.
/R space 1D4. I put /4 instead of R. I'm dumb.
It's okay.
Space 1D4.
Okay.
4.
Oh no, that is not good.
No, we wanted it up
Oh.
as low as possible, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that you got in quickly.
That you were closer. Red Ghost, what are you doing?
I thought that was good.
Well, I
Normally
don't
it
think
is.
I can get that inheritance back in time. So,
Sure you can.
can I?
Yeah. Do you want it back?
Fate binding.
Yeah, that's memory, right?
That would be a memory thing. Okay. What memory condition? Do you want to look up some of that stuff real quick?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have the book up right now.
Cool. Because I do not have the book up. I now have the book up. Memory conditions. Remembrance condition. Okay. Excellent. Remembrances is not what I want. Craving.
Not me looking up rules on
Got it.
fate binding.
Oh no, by all means, look up rules on fate bindings.
Yeah.
Memory. Systems, memory conditions. Okay, so what would you like to click on a memory? You have Watcher, Predator, and Primeval, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So which one would you like to do?
Hmm.
Ooh, you want to try Predator?
I was just about to read that one because I already did, or I already read Primeval and Watcher.
Okay, so I'll let you read that. And while you're figuring that out, I will ask, Andre, what are you doing?
I've honestly forgotten where I was last time.
You were heading back home. Is just kind of the general aspect to it for the evening.
If it's just evening activities, probably going home, checking in on my own lair, and then heading to bed if there's nothing else to do.
Yeah. But you did get a message from Casimir that stuff was going on
Yep.
at the Nook.
Alright, I'll come join at the Nook then.
Okay. Roll for me a 1d2 because you're fast as fuck, boy.
I only have scale 3 speed.
Only.
1.
Okay. All right.
I have a question, storyteller.
Yeah.
What is an SG character?
NPC, story guide character.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I am going to use Predator memory then.
Okay. So, as you get the text message, and you know that your friend is in danger, you catch the feeling, remembering, your mind flashes back to a point where people who were on your last island, when it was still its beautiful swampy self, came to pillage some of your things, and you rushed through there. Go ahead and regain your inheritance. Now, like Fatebind, so you do have a memory condition of 1 based on the hunt. You can resolve that now to gain speed scale if you would like.
Right, and in order to, character
You
gain
just
speed scale for the rest of the episode.
so you
Yeah,
can choose to invoke it to get those other benefits, or resolve it to gain the speed scale.
I will play around with this more at a different session. I'm just going to resolve it now for the speed scale.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a 1d2. And Casimir,
Mm-hmm.
I would like for you to make an initiative check, which would be a cunning plus whatever skill you want to do
It
compared to
is.
a combat skill. Okay.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to try to talk to some of the people, that would be more of like a persuasion aspect. If you want to try to sneak around, to sneak into the Midnight Nook and just wait for all this to, have a pint and wait for all this to blow over, that would probably be subterfuge type of thing.
I'm thinking cunning empathy in that regard.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
No, that's, I believe,
0 successes.
is
Okay.
a botch, I would say.
Womp.
Okay. We can consider this a botch. Unfortunately, we're at a full momentum aspect to it.
Can I, in that case, roll momentum?
Yeah, you can roll momentum.
Please.
Go for it.
Sure.
Go right ahead.
Please roll momentum.
Let's do 2. Nope.
I
Okay.
need so much XP.
Oh
So,
no!
We'll get you there.
congratulations. That is technically a botch, so there's no change in momentum.
Ah.
Yay.
It does count for using 2 for the
Okay.
purposes of XP.
Understanding.
I'm
I understand.
going to make a couple rolls here real quick.
Possibly another weasel here.
It may be that, like, as I realize what is going on, I do want to step into my power and, like, imbue legend with my staff.
Yeah, go for it. I would let you sit there and do that. So, Casimir is 1
Is that a
on that
kitty
one.
icon?
That
I was just about to
is
say.
the icon.
It's the generic
Wait.
antagonist.
Not
No.
a kitty, though.
Oh my gosh, it's
Okay.
Mittens. Vampires.
Oh,
Yep.
oh no, they're
Oh.
back. They're back.
Oh, it's my nemesis.
Well, that's faded by now.
It
Okay.
has. I still have
Yeah,
step
'cause
1
it's-
as my nemesis. As my fate binding.
What strength is he?
Good question.
What dot rating?
I don't see a dot rating.
Interesting. Let me take a look at your sheet.
Yeah, sure.
I
Were
do
you gonna
also
say-
wanna-
Go ahead.
I do want to clarify that Jody is coming, but they
Mhm.
sent the lads ahead of them.
I understand.
Okay. Does Jody have speed scale?
No.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for me a d4 then.
Well, everyone else has rolled, so I guess I'll be the one that they haven't got.
Mm-hmm.
This is just to see who gets there when type of thing, since
Mhm.
everyone did kind of split off. Okay. So yeah, I believe 3. Okay.
Did I accidentally choose another power that is very good against vampires?
Did you accidentally choose another power? I mean, not particularly. Stars is not sun. Intentionally.
Do they not have UV light?
You did as charisma.
Yeah, but like, does Starlight not have UV light?
No,
Starlight does not count, unfortunately.
Oh, poo.
For the sake of differentiating between stars and sun.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, never
Also,
mind.
like, stars would not provide enough UV light to reach us. That's why vampires can go out at night.
Yeah, fair.
Also, stars is more, rather than the actual aspect of stars, is space-time in its base purview-related
Nice.
things.
Yeah.
Okay. But on a botch, as you're trying to sit there and do that, I think one of the lads sends a thumbs up emoji in response, but your ringer is on.
Ah.
I know.
So it
Yeah,
goes off.
that one of the lads will probably look at the phone and go, "Oops."
And the vampire, it's kind of tough to tell as there's just one. You can definitely tell that he's a vampire in regards to similarities that you saw in Stefan. But he is exceptionally pale. Despite the pale in regards to it, you do see some tanness to his skin. And he steps out of the shadow of the alleyway as it's dark enough for him to not burst into complete flames. And he looks and he goes, "You must be Casimir, yes?" His voice has a very thick Balkan accent, of all accents.
Okay.
And he looks a few decades out of date in regards to style, at minimum.
Got that 80s vibe. And I look over to him, flanked by Alma and carrying my staff. Turn to him. You are correct. That is me. While I do not have any objections to people visiting my store, I will say I find it impolite to have so many people ambushing me.
Well, I can only speak for me and my compatriots here. As he kind of moves forward, and you see three other figures behind him. Those individuals across the street, who you noticed, has not yet noticed you.
Okay.
I cannot speak for them. Okay.
May I ask you what your business is?
I just wanted to have a conversation.
About?
Last I heard, there was an acquaintance of mine that you had a run-in with. I was curious as to his whereabouts.
May I ask who your acquaintance is?
Andre, I would say at that time you arrive in a you would see Andre the instant before you hear Andre, I think is how fast that he moves at this point.
Oh no! This is going to break a lot of windows.
Okay, I'm not yet
Guardian's
at the stage
great.
of breaking windows. I think I have to go up. Yeah, I have to go up one more tier to get to supersonic.
Okay, so
Yay.
you're at subsonic speeds, okay.
Okay.
Those windows are going to shake.
Yeah.
But Andre is there and he goes, interesting. A overeager young individual named Stefan.
Ah. Yes, we did have a run-in with him.
Is that the one I hit with a table?
You hit him with a table. Impressive.
Voice from Noah saying, "Yeah, he got exploded too."
Did he literally get exploded, like, fully?
By a book.
I thought he
I
was
turned
still
a, I
alive
turned a,
for me
I
to
turned a
fate
book.
bind him.
Yeah,
Or
but I
is
still
that the...
turned a book into a grenade and threw it at him.
Ah, yes.
He didn't explode. An explosion happened at him.
Okay. Then I will have a question to our story guide here. Do I remove the fate binding with Stefan?
Yes, it is much. It would have long faded at this point.
Okay, excellent. Then no fate binding for Casimir. I will look over at Andre. Thank you for coming. Turn to the person in the alleyway. He attacked me and my companions, and we had hoped to keep him restrained in a form of citizen's arrest before the police would show up, but he escaped.
Ah, that is understandable. As I said, he's more than a little trigger happy with his appetites, for better and for worse. But
Speaking of appetites, I can whip up some pastries.
is that an invitation for us to come in?
Technically, it is not.
Then I shall wait,
Hmm.
if you wish to step in.
Was there anything else you wished to ask?
I just need my compatriot's location, and I will make sure that he gets out of your hair.
I cannot tell you his location. He fled. I have not seen or heard from him since.
Okay, you may make a subterfuge or persuasion check,
Given
because you get
that,
to the friends.
given
He did
that
nothing. Go ahead.
I have I only have one in subterfuge, but also it is the truth, and Casimir does not wish to lie about that sort of thing. I'm going to go with persuasion. I have 2 dots in there. That is 2 successes.
Would you like to spend momentum?
Given that you say that that way, yes, I would.
Yes, you
How
would.
much momentum would you like
Let's
to
go
spend?
for 3.
Cardin, I would say that you're here at this time. You have arrived at this point in the conversation. How do you arrive? Because you were on a flying island.
3-point landing.
Base jump.
Superhero landing.
I don't care about damage. I'm gonna go through the roof and then I'm gonna go loud because I don't know what's happening.
We're
Through the
outside.
roof?
They are outside.
Okay,
Please
in that
do not
case, I'm
destroy
just gonna hit the
Midnight Nook.
pavement. I'm not going loud, by the way. I thought
They
this
said
would be inside.
superhero landing.
Okay.
Might be bad for your
No,
knees.
that's so bad for my knees.
It is. You're a dragon. You can handle it.
You can. Do you want to go loud to be a dragon?
No.
You
No.
sure?
Yes.
You can have wings. You are flying. You are falling from a huge distance.
Speaking of
Falling
wings, I
with
wonder where
style.
the nearest KFC to Midnight Nook is.
What?
I'm not putting that on the map.
Wings.
Okay.
I love how you said it louder as if the problem was they didn't hear you. I'm just a faction fake. Just like, wait, what? Casimir's just like, wings! You know?
Okay. So you have 2 options. You can go
Mhm.
loud and attempt to glide in and not take damage. Or you can roll me a difficulty 5 stamina athletics check with a complication of 4 from base jumping. Unless you have a reason, unless you have something to help you with that.
I'm looking.
No, the KFC is very far away. Never mind. It's over
Just
here.
Oh, wow. That's out there.
It's not that far.
It's a walk.
Yeah. In which case it would still be a difficulty 5.
Mhm.
roll, even if you had like a parachute or something. Well, parachute might prevent you from getting damaged, but
Could this kill me?
it's a possibility.
Okay.
It depends on if you botch or not.
It is a difficulty 5 check, and I don't have a lot of resources to pull from as is. Wait! What am I saying? Of course I do!
Yeah, you have
I am a dragon!
You're a dragon. You have a horde. You also have paths that you could tap. You've got all sorts of things. You got something for me?
I just remembered I don't have access to all my spells.
Oh no.
Why wouldn't you?
No, it's Dragon Axe. It's on my Dragon Axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I was thinking one of the things I could do is I could use Oceanic Mastery with Hydraulic Override and create just a massive bubble taken from like one of the parks of the fountains in city as I'm falling to just like protect me as I hit the ground.
Hey,
Alright.
and you have the inheritance to do so because it's imbuing inheritance.
Neat.
So
Right.
yeah. All right. There you go. You've made it down safely. As you make it down, unfortunately, the things that you hear as you missed most of the conversation is the vampire sighs and goes, I really, really don't like it when people lie to me. And since everyone's
Whoa.
rolled initiative,
When did I lie?
When did we lie? I just got here.
you said that he fled, and you
Yes.
don't know where he went. While that is a technical aspect, and you can't saying that you cannot get him or tell him where they a place to get to is technically untrue.
How are we able to track him again?
You gave him to the friends.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
no, I thought. Huh? That was
We
the
handed him
mummy.
over.
What was that?
That was the mummy.
Money.
The
Mummy.
mummy. The Egyptian mummy.
No,
You gave them you gave Stefan to the friends, and you
Yeah.
we
you
beat up
gave them both.
Stefan, arrested him, and then we're like, what do we do with him? And we gave him to the friends.
I am so sorry. I completely forgot about that. I would have
It's
said something else.
it's all cool. I thought you were making a play. It is what it is.
It's what it is. Okay. That's
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. But with that being said,
Mhm.
he snaps his fingers,
Mhm.
and then he runs up the wall into the shadows. And I'm just gonna make a roll for him real quick. I need to close things. Secondary pool. Roll. And does not vanish, actually.
okay.
Oh, he botched.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Activate. So I'm going to change this.
Oh, we have a full-on combat. Okay.
If so.
Mhm.
I
Some edited
I
music.
still might actually go loud, just because I want to get familiar with how that part of the system works.
Andre. Casimir.
Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah, so far. Don't mess up the store.
Vampire.
I'm cool with it.
Oh, that didn't work. That's fine.
I'm sorry. I just have to say, if you ask for a dragon, it's like asking Godzilla to go to Tokyo without wrecking the buildings. I'm sorry.
Look, any other building is fine.
Okay.
Any other
I do
building
not
is
want
fine.
the hike in insurance What's the word?
Premiums?
Yes, that's the word. Thank you.
All right. All right. So,
I don't have kaiju insurance.
I do not have kaiju insurance. I think there's a clause about acts of God in there.
there is Acts of God insurance.
I was about to say Acts of God's insurance is a thing that definitely exists.
I love
in
Acts of
Scion.
God insurance. I absolutely, it's one of my favorite things. All right.
Totally uninvolved with what's happening right now. One of the antagonists we did face in our other game a while back was a lawyer that dealt with Acts of God insurance.
Naturally, yes.
7. Okay, I need all three of you to make defense rolls for me.
How did that work again?
Ooh, I'm not good at those.
Highest of your resilience attribute.
Resilience. Resistance, you mean?
Yes, resistance. So this is against Carden. Okay. That didn't work.
Watching a lot of rolls.
That's against Casimir.
2 successes on my side.
Okay. And then that is against Andre.
1 success.
Okay. So, there is something about these people as they run over to approach you, coming at you in regards to it. Carden, you're fine because that guy, yeah, he botched.
Oh wait. That is a stamina roll, so I believe my epic, my Earth innate power gives me an enhancement 1 on it.
Earth.
It just says stamina rolls, not.
No.
Not sure.
You said Earth innate?
Earth innate, yeah.
Okay. Sorry about stopping so often. Always gotta check the thing.
Oh.
Okay, so enhancement 1 on might and stamina rolls. I think, you know what? I'm going to allow it because we allow the other things to pop up with that. So I'm going to sit there and allow it in regards to this case.
Right.
So you have 3 defense. It's because you rolled 2 successes. So the second one again does get you. Please mark a bruised condition as these guys kind of rush over to you. They don't seem wholly vampiric. They still seem mostly human, if that makes sense, in their nature.
So, I don't think I get bruised by 4 successes.
They're just gone.
So Casimir does get a bruise.
Okay.
You have 1 I need to actually take a look at something that they have. I'm sorry. Okay. They have enhancement on this. I forgot about that because they are thralls.
Oh.
Yes, that makes sense.
So they have +2 enhancement. So it has established a grapple on Casimir.
Oh.
So you just need 2 successes to break the grapple if you would like to, or to gain control. 3 successes to gain control and break the grapple. If that's something that you're interested in doing. So Andre, that is 6 successes against you. I know you have a bunch of armor.
So I have 2 armor, 2 successes. I do have a thing that can give me 1 more armor, but I don't think it matters between 1 or 2.
And it cannot knock you down because of your Earth innate power.
Yeah.
Actually,
Also,
it's going to knock Casimir down, and then it's going to try to grapple Andre. So Andre's in a grapple of strength 1, I believe.
I added Alma in here. Just.
I was.
Yes.
Before the transition of grapple happened, I was going to bring up the fact if you name Casimir as your charge, you can port to him mid-fight for, I think, 0 movement.
Right, but you're all next to each other at the moment. Andre's already here.
That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
So
and
how
then
does he botch the attack with me?
I don't really know how to make a botched attack. You know what? He's also prone. That's what. He tripped and fell on his face.
Right.
Jody, you have arrived on the scene. I'm going to put you in the red circle.
Okay.
So you are here. You see people getting grappled and attacked. But it is player's turn. We'll go ahead and start with Casimir, because Casimir is the one that started up first.
Given that we have a lot of people in the same band,
Mm-hmm.
I think choosing to use Prism Starburst is not a good idea. If the Scion has the guided Starburst boon, they can instead cause an area of effect within one range band of them.
Yes,
I don't think that's a good idea right now.
maybe.
Nether, may I offer a suggestion?
Go ahead.
I'm about to turn into a 600-ton killing machine. This is the time for experimentation, not good ideas.
Okay. Casimir had this, like, starting to get ready because he already imbued Legend to use Guided Starburst. He didn't expect Andre and Cardin to show up. And I'm going for it.
So this is making an attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack. This is within a range band of
This is
you?
within a range band.
So that is another defense check from Cardin and from Andre.
Okay.
And do I have a specialty? No, I do not. I have no scale on this. Does Staff of Stelmager say anything? No, it just changes to Shockwave instead of Inflict Injury. One success! Oh no.
Okay. So are you trying to... Okay. So which one are you trying to do? Are you trying to do the knock people down, or are you just trying to hit people?
Given that I'm grappled, I want to get an effect where I free myself, if that is possible, but probably not because it's only one success. But that's what I'm attempting.
Not with one success, unfortunately.
No, makes sense. So I think all of the energy I focus on the person that is grappling me. I think that's this one.
The one in front of you, yes. Okay. Good to know. Moving on to the next person. Andre, what do you like to do?
Oh, there's a vampire wrapped around me.
Yep. It's actually it's surprisingly inconvenient, even though well, it's a person who's a vampire's thrall who's wrapped around you. It's surprisingly inconvenient despite your large size.
Grappling impact if I just want to hit him.
I don't think so. It impacts if you want to hit other people, but him, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll give him a good old solid punch to the face.
Go for it.
That is a might action. I have that. I think this is the correct amount of stuff. 4 successes.
All right, 4 successes. Let me see if I can find the right thing. Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. That's what it is. It says dead. He could be knocked out. That's your choice.
Yeah, I'd say knockout.
Okay.
So what I like to imagine is Andre just sort of looks at him, kind of hugging him, grabs him by the scruff of the neck, picks him up, and just slams him into the ground.
Perfect. And that person is indeed knocked out. So that goes to. I just wanted to ask, did you want Alma to do anything? Oh, because Alma is a creature, not a follower.
Mm-hmm. One moment. I decided to have a bite of a chocolate-filled the donut.
Ooh, lovely.
Ooh.
It does, however, hamper my ability to speak. For
That's my
Alma,
timing.
I think I want Alma to try and get over here.
Okay. Yeah, she can take the dash action to try to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have anything in athletics? Because he did run up a wall.
I don't know if anything about athletics. She has find, maim, persist, ambush, calm, follow, and stand ground.
I'll allow an ambush roll.
Okay. So that's a secondary pool.
Actually, because she's dashing, this would be a desperation pool. Because
Okay.
it would be considered a mixed action.
Mm-hmm. 2 successes.
With 2 successes. It's not an easy leap, but it is a leap that she is able to make.
Okay.
There is a curse in an old Turkish dialect. Cardin.
That Vulcan.
Hello. All right. So, refresh my memory. What does going loud entail exactly?
You get scale 1 to all actions. All of your transformation next proc, and you have a difficulty of 4 on any action that is not covered by one of your transformation acts.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do not remember if there. I believe there is a cost. I believe it is spend inheritance.
I was worried about that.
You have 2, so
I do have 2, so I can do it twice if I need to.
sorry, it's imbue inheritance, and it's for a simple action. So you can attempt to attack at the same time, but it'll be a mixed action and all that.
So I could, for it to be a full action, I could either transform or I could do something else.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
In that case, you know what? I'm gonna forego. I'm gonna go. Well, yeah, I'm gonna technically forego my turn, and I'm going to turn into a big honking lizard.
All right.
Random question: is music paused for anybody?
No, Foundry does that sometimes. It'll just pick someone. If you refresh the page, it should start up again.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the last music, but I can hear this one.
Okay.
That's
So I was like,
strange
it's
because I
really
did change the things.
That is odd.
If Foundry's just weird. It happens to me all the time. I'll usually just refresh the page and then I'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it also keeps saying that the game is paused for me.
Oh, that's also for me.
Yeah, that's everyone, I believe.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
That's me goofing.
You put goofing.
There you go. Now
All
it
right.
makes sense.
So I imbue a legend.
Cardin, what does your draconic form look like? As this is the first time that you've taken it.
It's a massive, just absolutely fuck off alligator. Like, you hear just a very loud, like, roar of a hiss as Cardin grows about, like, what is it, like 5 times,
Only
10
scale
times
1.
bigger?
It's only scale 1 so far.
Scale 1, okay. But yeah, no, it's
roughly the size of like an SUV.
okay. I turn into a giant alligator. You see the ice change as the hiss just growls out with the vibration, and you see moss hanging off of me that has no business being there.
Oh shit,
things
PvP rule.
2 other things of note. You have venom dripping from your teeth.
Yes.
And even though alligators in and of themselves are semi-aquatic, you have fins.
I am fully aquatic.
Okay.
You're a finny guy.
Jody.
Please tell me Casimir actually says that.
No, it's just me.
Fair enough. That's still good.
Casimir
Jody, what
does
would
not
you like
like
to do?
puns too much. Jody, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm here now, so
Mhm.
do I see the what Alma's doing up there?
You watched Alma jump to the roof of the building.
Okay. Can I see what she's fighting?
You see I'll say you can see a figure up there. He didn't pass his stealth check, so.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up we're on the street, there'll probably be like a crisp packet or something.
Sure.
I'm gonna turn it into a throwing needle.
Amazing.
And I'm going to apply some of my usuals like aggravated and brittle, thrown, long range, elemental fire, and unconcealable.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it at the vampire.
Go for it.
Okay, so that's one for that. That's one for that. The athletics and close combat, which is the same as my usual. But athletics not close combat, which is same as my close combat. Enhancement 2. What else can I get?
You have an enhancement because you gave it the tag to throw it.
Yeah, that's one of the 2 enhancements.
Alright.
Do my instant reflexes help because I'm throwing something at something I've just seen?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yes. That's 3. That's as much as I can get without going into supernatural stuff, so 8 successes.
That's
Okay,
good.
you have
That's very good.
It's so good. Jody's so cool.
5 successes over what you need.
Okay.
Are you intending to do damage?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But
It
that was
takes
like
2
a
damage.
vampire.
Yep. It takes 2 damage for one of its vulnerabilities being fire.
Yes. Guess right.
Excellent.
Jody's like, I only aim to kill.
So
That's
you do
5.
have 5. You could do critical hit, which would be another point of damage if you would like.
That would be 3. It says that an elemental, I can get unique injury conditions such as 3rd-degree burns or frostbite, but it doesn't say how much they cost.
So the injury conditions. So in our other game, how we've kind of like been like, oh, you've taken a cut to the leg, so you have a -1 to these types of rolls. That's what injury conditions are. So
Yeah,
like
but
if
how
he
much
had
does it
3rd
cost
degree,
to apply?
it doesn't cost anything to apply them. It's
Okay,
just
then
like it would have 3rd degree burns at this particular moment.
instead of doing an actual injury condition like that, can I say
Mhm.
the needle gets stuck in him and it makes it harder for him to hide?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make up a stunt in regards to that.
Because it's on fire.
Yeah.
That's
I'll give
3 for crit
persistent
because
condition.
brutal.
Mhm. So you do want to do a crit?
Yeah, and I've got 2 successes left. Finding the list of things I can do from the chat.
Jody out here saying, call an ambulance, but not for me.
Pulls out needle.
I think. Yeah, let's go with blinding, so he sees less of what's going on,
Okay.
and that's it. Because everything else seems to be melee based.
I'm just going to ask a question real quick. Highs or lows?
Highs.
Okay. All
I
right.
like big number.
We did barely get big number.
I was just about to say that barely scraped it.
Um.
I'm assuming that that's to figure out if Jody can tell that this is me and not just a
Oh God,
random.
no, that
okay. All right.
It was for something else. At the end of this round, Vega, you are able to arrive with Donovan.
There's 2.
Yay.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
The universe corrected itself.
All right. I'm going to send a message to Keystrith.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a message.
Sneaky messages.
Oh my god.
Oh, my timbers are shivered, y'all.
You can answer verbally if you'd like.
Jody has no idea what's going on, and
Mhm.
the last time a vampire attacked us, it nearly killed a bunch of us. So yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm so
All
startled.
right. At the beginning of the turn, Alma. How would Alma react to this? Give me a second.
Um.
I think Alma gets into a defensive stance and watches.
Yeah, I think
He's-
like Alma's like, oh, fire, scary. Like
Sorry.
consider next move before next move.
Mhm. These two guys. One's gonna take a look at the big fuck off alligator with the venom dripping, and just turn.
Nah, you locked in.
This is
so-
too rich for my blood.
No way in.
I'm
No
not
I
seeing
way
want to
it.
out.
know
I'm not
something
seeing it.
super important about fuck off alligator. Can you do the roll?
The death roll.
I was about to say my next turn I'm putting this motherfucker in a death roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Arden, could you make a defense roll for me, please?
Oh boy, my favorite kind. I'm assuming my stats don't change, right?
Yeah, no, you have scale.
I have scale!
Yeah,
Literally.
You have scales.
Yeah.
which means that this person cannot make it based on that roll.
So should I even bother rolling?
No. Casimir,
Mm-hmm.
could you make a defense roll for me, please?
I believe I'm still prone.
Either you are have you gotten up? Have you tried to get up? Because it was making you prone instead of grappling. Is what I meant to make clear.
Oh, okay. Then, yes, I would have gotten up if I wasn't.
Okay. So, two things in regards to that. If you want to get up, go ahead and make me a physical athletics check.
Physical athletics.
A
Okay.
little retroactively, but that's fine. I get caught up in things and forget to explain things.
It's
That's on
okay.
me.
Dex athletics 1 success.
Is the difficulty 1 on that? Oh, it would have been a mixed action, but that's fine. So you are able to get up. And then I need you to make the defense check for me.
Mm-hmm. That's another composure check. Two successes.
All right. You take no damage this time because you have the
Huzzah.
base defense of 1. And that is their turn. Casimir, what would you like to do?
Seeing the big fuck off alligator behind me,
Seeing Carden turn into the big fuck off alligator behind
there's
you.
that part of that as well.
Did I see the transformation?
You would have seen you were there in time to
Okay.
see the transformation.
I was about
Vega, you were
I'm-
not.
I'm still gonna say the line that I was gonna say at the end of the fight. Don't worry.
I was about to say you have full permission if you just want to play the Goku card, and it was just like random fuck off alligator punch.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not that. Don't worry.
Well, now I'm worried.
Looking over at this guy, what's their disposition?
Carol.
Feral. Okay. In that case, it's going to be conning academics as I unleash Starfire upon them.
Okay.
That is 5 successes.
Yeah. So you are able to. I'm just gonna no, not that. It's this. You are able to interact with that individual how you see fit in regards to them running out of health boxes.
I think I see how they're like in what state they are after like partly taking on this hit, and then I want to like deflect it so that it's like knock them unconscious rather than burn them to a crisp.
I forgot about their enhancement, but that's fine. That's not that much for worrying. You do have enough successes to go over to the next one, and also knock that guy out if you would like.
Yes, please.
Okay. And then, so everyone is done, and I will go to my favorite one. Okay.
Aww. I was gonna eat him.
You still can. Still there.
Trump.
Just gonna point to Cod and say, "Whose dog is this?"
I don't believe
almost,
it's
almost with like a head whip of pure offense. Like
You can still
I will
speak.
say, it's mine. I needed a bigger one.
almost with a secondary head whip of pure offense, looks at Andre, like literally just like full body, just whips around, just like excuse me to Jody, and then immediately to Andre.
Like
Vega's,
every time.
Vega's just gonna hop off of Carden and be, or not Carden. Wow,
oh my
off of Donovan
big
and
dog.
be
That's for
like,
later.
ah, cool. We get a third dog in the group.
They say, look, every time someone shows up with a big creature, it's a dog. So you know.
Are you saying that because Vega has a dog and I have
Cotton has a dog that
wolf,
is also him.
that this form must be dog?
I'm saying that Cotton has a dog who is also him.
Pardon
I
you, dog.
think I have trouble categorizing this form as dog. I also
Oh, look at him. He's got a snoot.
Already done with this interaction. Cardin's gonna drag one of them into a dark corner.
Okay,
Carden is
bye.
the good. Wait,
Um,
Vega's just like, Carden's the good boy now.
Are you sure? What's he doing with that guy?
I don't
Having
think
a
I'll see that
snack.
guy ever again.
my eyes flick over to the second group that was hanging out in front of the Midnight Nook.
Is
Are they
about
still there?
who's about 3 range bands away because 1, a fight broke out, and 2, a giant alligator appeared in the middle of the street.
Jerry just opens their phone and goes, "Let's keep an eye on him."
Karin,
Gotcha.
can you stay in dog form for a moment, please?
Cardin with a limp man just in his maw, looks back at Casimir and continues to just like go into the darkness.
I am the knight.
Okay,
It
bye.
feels-
I am staying within a reasonable distance of the band. I am moving out of sight.
It
Sorry,
feels
oh.
satisfying, Carden, to get the spoils of your hunt. That's all.
I was going to say, like, it sounded very much like you were starting to say, it feels satisfying to be called good boy.
I was just thinking that.
Look, if Carden likes praise, that's up to you. I am putting things in regards to being a dragon.
I understand.
Food is good.
Vega is gonna say, "Sorry, we got here so late. I think
It's quite alright.
carrying me on his back probably took a bit of toll of Donovan.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
I'll make sure to get you some really good meat."
Just a quick question:
Mhm.
Is there how long does transformation last? Is it a scene? Is it a certain number of
imbued.
actions?
As long as you hold it imbued.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
I do not think we are done with fighting for tonight.
Jody looks up at Josie. Looks up at with the everyone was like, "Wait, did I get it? Did I get that guy?"
There hasn't been any movement from on top of the building.
I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run up the wall and find out.
Whereas I was going to call back Alma.
Alma will
Do you
hop
think it
down.
might be good if we stay here with you at the Nook for the night?
That might actually be a good idea. And
And
hopefully, getting there, we should have some good news as well.
you
But
see Jody. Sorry, I
go
didn't
ahead.
realize you weren't finished. You see Jody. It looks like it's only been, for lack of a better term, a minute, but it looks like this body has been burned for much longer than that. As you do see the skeletal remains of a vampiric figure, judging by the canines.
Gonna pull the needle out of it because my prints are on that.
Ooh, spicy. Vega's also because she just missed what happened. So, are these citizens y'all just torched?
Andre will pick up the one he knocked out. This guy's not dead.
Yeah, but I'm asking for context. What happened? Because I have no idea what happened.
Jody just walks. Jody just walks down the wall again with the needle in the hand and goes, "Yeah, no comment."
These people wanted to know the whereabouts of their vampiric brethren.
The one that tried to eat our friend that one time?
Yes.
Oh, that
And
asshole.
in the confusion of the last couple weeks, I had forgotten that I had forgotten about their whereabouts.
We should get off the street.
Yes. In that case, are the other group keeping a wide berth of the Midnight Nuke, or are they still like in between us and the Nuke?
As of they're not. So the way that I saw it is, let me just go over here to. Let me. I saw it more as kind of Casimir was walking up to the Nook from the street.
Yep.
Across the street, so like if the Midnight Nook is on the left, across the street on the right would be where the protesters would be. And then everyone else would be over here on the left in the alleyway or in between buildings.
So we can pass them by.
They have ran after seeing fighting break out, and again a giant fuck off alligator running. Or
Have they left anything?
Nope, nothing to leave.
It's because you said they were protesters.
They were. It seems like they would be type of thing. Like they were kind of scouting a place to stand and protest.
Okay.
It's a little late for protesting.
Yeah.
Trying to think, what have you done to be protested about?
It is a good question.
At nighttime, isn't it nighttime?
Yeah, that's to be clear. These people were scouting the Midnight Nook, and they seemed to be people who were kind of like looking to stage a place, not necessarily start a protest at night.
Okay.
That is something.
Gosh, is your bookstore just far too loud for them?
It may be the dog treats.
You really think they're going to protest over dog treats?
They put methamphetamines in them.
What?
There's just this big grin. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how to make math.
It's ketamine.
I'll get it.
What? Are you feeding my dog drugs?
No, I would never.
Why did you say something? Why did you say something?
I'm going inside the building.
I would try and get in front of Jody to like
Jody's like, we should not be out in the
Yes,
public after the fight.
let me open up. You trying to get in without asking or without permission could actually
Imagine Jody's like,
put
let
you
me
trouble.
in! Let me in!
I'm used to being in trouble.
I would
Isn't that your middle
want
name, Jody?
I would want
You don't know
to
my middle
prevent you from getting into that kind of trouble. With
Jody's
that
like,
said,
why do you want to know my middle name? Are you a
please,
Fed?
everyone, welcome to the Midnight Nook.
After dark.
I turn on some lights. The Midnight Nook looks very much the same, except for at the counter there is now a small stack of like cardstock little cards with my store's information on it and place to have like punch out some stuff. And you see Casimir smiling, saying, the friends are done with that, I see. I give everyone a punch card. These are, well, they look like punch cards, but they are a little bit more than that. If you would like, and kind of Casimir looks around, pulls a curtain away that seemingly has always been there to reveal a door. If you'd like, Cardin, are you going to turn back?
Did he even come with us?
I was about to say, somewhere in the middle of this field, you just hear a tapping on the door.
Oh dear. They open the door.
Can I fit in here?
I do not think so.
I'm sorry for calling you a dog. It was very funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Can you turn back?
Are you normal?
Also, you ignorant. How dare you?
Jody's just gonna hold their hands towards him like, really?
Storyteller, I imagine I can talk because I'm not an animal, I am a dragon.
Yeah, you're a dragon. You can talk.
Okay, yeah.
You love to talk. You're the talkiest damn thing yet ever saw. That's a callback.
Yeah, as Cardin sees, he can't fit in here. He is going to change back and walk through the door.
Regain your inheritance.
I will hand you a punch card.
Does Donovan get a punch card?
Donovan. Ooh, does Donovan need a punch card for this, Alvarez?
Is Vega planning on sending Donovan places without Vega?
I mean,
Donovan's a follower. You can tell Donovan to go do things, and Donovan will go do them.
Yeah,
Like
no,
I've been doing,
Donovan is
like I've been,
essentially a henchman.
like I've been doing with the lads, who are also
Yeah.
a follower.
Donovan is
Pardon-
not like Alma. Alma is a creature who will follow Casimir wherever Casimir goes.
I
part of me just wants
misheard
to look at
that.
Donovan and be like, do you want your own punch card?
Sure. I don't know where I'm going to keep it, though.
I will give Donovan a punch card and kind of like fold it around his collar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what's the deal with the
Just-
punch cards?
I will explain.
I'm gonna lose this.
You better not do that whilst you're down there.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
That sounds ominous.
I will say it is a significant thing. Yes. The friends of Zoria have been working to make the connection between their place of gathering and the Midnight Nook a little easier to traverse. As such, they have been working both at their community and here in more or less visible ways. And they have finally finished. I pull back the curtain, open the door, and lead you all down a few sets of stairs. And you find yourself standing on a little bit of a balcony overlooking a giant cavern complex. Each of these caverns is filled, wherever they have space, with rows and rows of bookcases.
Ooh.
And somewhere in the middle, where there's a bit of open space, there is a large arch, which even like with us being below ground and with it being dark, shows off a faint glow of light, and through it you can see forests, woods, but also cabins and a little forest settlement. Welcome to the Midnight Library, Cosmer says. That punch card allows you to travel to, well, where I'm from, the Thrice 10th Kingdom. If you go there and you lose your punch card, it'll be harder to get back.
Okay.
Ominous.
Very much so ominous, given the fact that the Thrice 10th Kingdom is a place where some would call fairy tales and dangerous places, such as witches like the Baba Yaga, says Sasha, who's finishing up some of the shelving in the back.
Look,
You figured it was close enough to
Have
being
you had a
famous.
bad one?
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Which?
Does that mean we get to meet Keanu Reeves?
They should have called him Korshe the Deathless, not the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, but Baba
Sasha, you've used that name
Yaga's
twice
a more
now.
well-known name.
I do not want to explain to Zoria why that witch showed up here. Please.
Baba Yaga does what Baba Yaga pleases. You will respect your...
I do not
Stuff.
wish to have her attention on this place. It's brand new.
Alright, I'll stop.
Are you not supposed to say her name?
I mean,
was just
you're
about to
not
ask that.
not supposed to. It's just that she can hear you.
Oh, so we'll just call her Keanu Reeves then.
I don't. You know what? I'm kind of
Sasha
with
just
Cass
kind of
on this.
Sasha just kind of shoves his hammer into his belt loop and just walks off somewhere, muttering
Thank-
about Koshé the Deathless.
Thank you,
Okay,
Sasha,
bye.
for your help.
Have I met that guy?
In
Sasha,
passing,
Yes.
yeah, in
Okay.
passing.
Yes. He's the one that took the vampire that
I
we
forgot about.
fought those
Oh.
guys about.
Oh,
might
I
wanna-
was gonna
You
say
may
now
want to
that
tell
we're
him
not
about
out on
that
the.
as a warning.
I was gonna say now that we're not on the street. Fire fucks him up.
Good to know.
Yes.
That's good to know.
As
Also,
it does everything.
No, I hit it with a fire needle, and it looked like way more burned than it should have.
I guess that is to be expected with a vampire.
you should maybe let them know And we should maybe write a post-it note to stick it somewhere in case more of them come in the future, being like, hey, you have our guy.
We probably should have warned Sasha.
Mm, yeah,
Probably.
speaking of, is Sasha like walking back to the gate?
Yeah, he's definitely walking towards. That's part of the reason why you can tell that he's muttering about Koshé.
Yeah, it's echoey. I feel very rotten about doing this, but I shout in my own library. Sasha, please wait, hold on, and I try and catch up to him.
Yeah, easy enough. He'll wait.
Mm-hmm. Standing close by to the gate, I will kind of softly speak to him. We had a run-in with some vampires that were looking for their friend, Stefan.
All right. Are we looking to release him to prevent such things from happening, or are we just going to pretend that nothing's changed?
I forgot that he was with you all. What do you think is a good idea? Like, how has he been doing with you?
He's tried to have us let him out. I mean, I don't think anyone really does well in, for lack of a better term, captivity.
Yes.
But I suppose. I guess at this point it's what's worth more, letting him out and seeing what he does in retaliation or response? Or how many vampires do we want to remove if they're organized in such a fashion?
Hmm. I do not necessarily like the idea of putting an entire species or kind of being onto a mental list of things to remove.
I don't either.
Genocide is never a viable alternative.
Oh my goodness.
Same thing, different words, yes. Uh, has he mentioned anything about what he wants to do when he's released? Any big boasts or anything?
I get the idea that this is a person who boasts no matter what the situation may or may not be.
Hmm. Think
Was
of
it difficult with this vampiric individual that you ran into? Was it difficult to deal with?
no, not really.
Then a vampire of Stefan's caliber, I think you'd be fine about. And I think he recognizes it too, given that he tried to escape and failed.
Hmm. Perhaps it is time for me to talk to him.
Do you wish to do that now, or do you wish to do that later? Kind of looks behind you towards the band.
I'll talk with them first, then I'll travel after you.
All right, I will wait.
Thank you. I return to the band. Apologies. I think I should be going with Sasha to our compound and talk with this vampire Stefan. Possibly release him.
You have a compound?
In a matter of speaking, I can show you it.
Will they be okay with us coming along?
Oh, that should not be a problem.
Hello.
I'm interested. It's always good to learn more about you.
You'll see the place where I believe I grew up.
Okay.
In that case, I think we'll head to the gate.
And does the gate lead to the same type of hamlet that you got the dish from?
Yes, I would say that it is specifically attuned to there for regular travel.
Okay. And it's a nice little hamlet out of a storybook in its own way. Lots of little cabins and places of homeliness. It is a little late, so it's mostly firelight and lanterns that is on here, opposed to people walking the streets in the daytime. But Sasha's leading the way and kind of goes forward to a little cabin that's at the edge of the hamlet. Didn't want to risk losing him in places if he did somehow manage to escape.
That makes sense.
And opens a little cellar door on the outside and allows you guys in, where you see braced with bars and a room of complete darkness, more for Stefan's safety than anything else, as you would know, and wrapped in a couple of layers of chicken wire to prevent the bats from being able to get out, is a vampire.
Oh dear.
He doesn't look emaciated, so
Mhm.
they found a way to keep him fed and keep him cared
Okay.
for.
It has been a while. I apologize for being so late.
Sure it has. So, what brings you here to come visit finally?
I encountered a friend of yours. I believe a Turkish fellow.
Uh, little out of date. Still has a strong accent.
Only a little.
Oh dear. Um,
You
that
say oh
might have
dear for
been
you or for us?
maybe a little of both.
Hmm. I
I
think I'm
don't.
going to make your day a little worse, even.
Oh
Hmm.
boy. Okay.
This person is no longer in the picture.
That's not great to hear.
Hmm.
Anyone who'd like to can make an empathy check on him.
On it.
Oh,
I would like to make a roll. I want to know how
Yeah.
fucked I am.
social or mental?
Mental. You're trying to read him.
Okay.
Oh, that's blasphemy. Um,
Can I
my one
use
got an
my
empathy.
Jody first. What's up?
Hide emotions / intentions from integrity. Can I use that?
Go for it. Yep. Garden.
can I use my profiling specialty?
Absolutely.
2.
1, 2, 2.
I'd like to use 2 momentum.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, give us a moment. Let's see what Vega wants to roll first.
I also want to
What do we
spend
roll
some
again?
disengage.
Remind me. My brain is
Empathy.
derping.
Mental empathy.
Mental empathy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 4 successes.
All right.
I'm the good smart bean.
Do you guys still want to spend momentum?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
How much momentum?
Putting those dots in
I'm gonna
empathy
spend
paid
2.
off.
You said 2?
Empathy's super underrated, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay. So 3 successes. Anyone else?
Um, I would like to spend 2.
Okay.
Nope, just 2.
Okay. With one success, Andre, it's tough. He could just be playing it up and trying for a bluff. It's very tough to catch. With 2 successes, those of you that got 2, it is a genuine type of worry. This isn't somebody who's kind of blowing it out of their ass. It's not that he's surprised considering that he fought you, but it's more that the extent of which this happened is an extreme concern to him. At 3, Carden, that's because this person was like kind of had the age over Stefan. Kind of like is boss by proxy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
With 4 successes, Vega, you get the idea that, especially since Stefan knew it, that there was more to that vampire than met the eye. A lot more.
More than meets the eye.
Like, I didn't know that throwing a on-fire needle at him would do that much damage.
Fire is a weakness.
Learned that today.
So is it bad news bears that to be clear, I was late to the party, but is it bad news bears that they all kind of just did him in?
I don't know how bad. The big boss is really hard to read sometimes, and when it came to inner circle shenanigans, Boris, that was his name, was at the edge at best.
Boris?
Yeah?
Big Boss Boris, let's go.
No, he wasn't the big boss. He was my
Small
boss.
potatoes?
Yeah.
Middle management.
In a word, kind of like if there's a president and CEO guy, who's the guy that I'm concerned about, Boris is closer to a shift leader in regards to it.
See.
Not even quite to management.
Ah, so
But
you're
he
just a
is
grunt.
really. Oh yeah, no, I'm new to a lot of this. I can admit it.
So are you saying we might have put a target on our backs?
For no other reason by association, it's a possibility. But he could have just decided, well, Boris bit off more than he could chew and suffered the consequences. I personally don't know.
Speaking of consequences.
What I do know, speaking of consequences, is if I'm let out of here and allowed to go on my merry way, I can make sure that a lot of people leave you guys left alone, at least for a while.
What guarantee do we have for this, seeing as you described yourself as small potatoes?
Well, I was large enough for them to want to come and get me, so
Also,
buy
you
you
know
this.
that if you come and attack us, I can just stop that now.
Oh yeah, exactly. They'd have to send somebody much bigger, which would take time, and I can buy time. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I could probably guarantee about a 7 success rate. C's get degrees.
Though I do wonder if they're trying to bring you back, if it's maybe because you know information that they don't want out.
I don't care about that.
My concern is both. We are imposing on your right to freedom as a tilt my head. Living
Being?
being according to the law.
I, in all ways, including the physical, am a monster. I understand why you guys made the choices that you made. Whether or not I'm happy with it is a completely different type of discussion.
The second thing is you are a drain on the resources of these people here.
Yeah, it's hard for them to do the work that they need to do if they're suffering from blood loss.
Have they been giving you blood willingly? Or have
Of
you
course,
had a...
I haven't done anything after the first couple of days. But your friends there don't like to leave their captives starving, which is
I
good
understand?
because
And
I would get very hangry.
I will talk to them about this. I would like to release you and send you back to the people that you came
All right.
from. I glance over to the others that are here because they do have a say in.
Jody just nods.
I agree. Though we're gonna keep an eye on you. If
I
you
was
do
about to
anything funny,
We have means of finding out what it is that you do and the places that you are.
Of course. Look, a lot of us in this group might be a bunch of blood-sucking monsters, but for the most part, as long as we're well fed and well cared for, we mostly keep our words. Pretty often. I mean, I don't think that he went right off the bat swinging, Boris, right?
Boris did not believe me when I said, due to a lapse in my memory, that I did not know where you were.
Enhanced senses and some of that jazz.
This caused a violent altercation in which he himself perished and his thralls were knocked
Well, sucks to suck.
out. Vampire joke.
Something like that. Well, I don't know exactly how much time has passed in there, so I can let you guys. Well, I really don't have much of a choice, but if you guys want to chew it over and let me let me out tomorrow, that would probably be better. But you could let your friend over there, and he kind of nods in the back towards Sasha, know, and he can take care of it, I'm sure.
Why tomorrow? Why not today? It is nighttime.
Because I've been here for weeks, and I do not know if I have a place to sleep.
Or how much of the night is left.
Hmm.
And I really don't think it would sit well on your conscience if you let me out right now, and then I suddenly just burst into flames when I finally got to a point where I could settle down.
Jody winces at the burst into flames part of that.
Sunlight.
I think I can arrange for you to be let out after sundown. That should not be an issue.
Okay. That would be phenomenal. Thank you. But, yeah. If there's anything else, I would do my best to answer, but if not, I don't want to take up any more of your time.
I do want to kind of gauge how far we can trust him with what he's saying.
Okay. I think with 4 successes from Vega, you don't have any reason to disbelieve him yet.
Hmm.
You ran into him when he was in the middle of a hunt.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of an addict, but he's not stupid. When he woke up, it was he's in a strange place with people who just finished beating the shit out of him. He wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
But he's not dumb. The fact that you took out his immediate boss is kind of like, I'm not really going to fuck around with that.
Okay. I'll make the arrangements. And I hope we never have to meet again.
Likewise.
Because if we do need to meet again, and there's motes of starlight swirling around the staff as I say this, you will not live long to see the consequences of your actions, nor the actions of your brethren.
Man, threatening a fish while he's in the barrel. Okay.
The motes of starlight fade. I turn and I leave the building.
Okay, so Casimir leaves first.
I was gonna say, when you turn, you see that Jody had already left.
Jody leaves first, Casimir leaves second.
No, it's actually everyone left before me.
Slowly, people have just been disappearing behind Casimir.
Jody has a reason to leave first.
Is that the truth of it? Or is someone staying behind a little bit before, after everyone else?
I was gonna say Vega's gonna wait until after they're out of earshot of the vampire and just say, "Man, I didn't know that when you get threatening, it's attractive."
I would
That's
like
actually
one
worrying.
person. I would like one person, whoever was in there last, to
Hello.
make for me a mental subterfuge check.
On it.
Damn, too bad it wasn't me.
Mental subterfuge. Hey, I'm not bad at that.
I hope not.
Would any of my specialties apply for whatever this is?
Do you have anything that helps you hear better?
Yes, I have keen. Wait, do I have keen sound? Hold on. Pretty sure I do.
I do, but I'm outside.
Yeah, I have keen senses hearing.
Okay, that's an enhancement for that.
I don't add the enhancement, right?
You do.
Okay. How much is that? I think it's like +2.
It's just one, because you
It's
have
just-
keen senses from 2 senses, and it's one for each sense.
Okay.
All right. Oh.
Bloody hell.
With
I
7
hear real good.
successes, you clearly hear the term Armata Strigoi before you leave.
I'm gonna note that. I'm noting that.
Okay.
I am taking my notepad out of my paper and I am writing that down. Also, real quick, how did that vampire taste?
It wasn't a vampire, it was a thrall.
How'd the thrall taste?
Like a person.
Okay.
Very
You ate a
brawly.
person.
You
Barbecue
did eat a
pork,
person.
got it.
Also, as a note, because we didn't address this when Carden transformed back, Carden has fins and webbed fingers.
Okay.
You can swim real good now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could always swim real good.
You can swim real good.
That
Yeah.
too.
All the time now, instead of just in certain circumstances.
Oh, snap, that's right. It's permanent now.
Yeah, permanent.
You have
Man, I was just thinking, I could have sworn there were more costs for transforming than just imbuing. What were they? Permanent transformation.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
permanently
yeah.
have bend
You
between your
spent-
fingers.
Yes, you spent the 5 XP to permanently transform that one, so you can switch between other things.
Right. Oh, right. So I've been like this since last session. We just forgot to
We
mention it.
didn't really have a good
Hmm.
point to put it in, so
Yeah.
None of us have been looking at your hands too closely.
Which is weird considering how much writing I do.
Yeah.
and the right of pants is a thing, so they can't really look at your toes.
Yay.
This is fair.
I love the ride of pants.
Right
And
of
jackets
pants is
just
great.
became more annoying.
No, it affects all your clothes.
Oh, that's right. I get like leg fins too.
I think
Yeah.
right now we have a thing that we can do to show one other benefit of the Midnight Library.
hmm
We can try and study up and research whatever that term is.
I'm so
Right.
glad you said that.
Go for it.
Yeah, so
Um,
I'm just gonna bring up. Hey, he spoke like I don't think it was Latin, but he spoke some weird word at me or near me. We should probably look into that.
What was it?
What was it, storyteller?
Armata Strigoi.
Please write that down.
Give me a
Like
moment.
in chat. Thank you.
Interesting. Does it ring a bell immediately for me?
Out of character, I know Strigoi is like vampire-esque creatures.
Hmm.
I don't know what
Hmm.
Armata is though.
Armada. That sounds familiar. I'm not gonna look it up. That's cheating.
Oh, you won't find anything useful if you look it up.
Fair enough.
As you guys are like going to do the research, I was like, I'm gonna go home for tonight.
Fair enough. With your punch card, well, I will lead you to the gate, but you'll be.
I can find my way out of a lot of things. Don't worry.
I understand. Would you be okay if we wait for a moment? I will speak to Sasha about the arrangements, and then we can leave.
Fine.
I will do so.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking up the actual definition of the word armata.
Mhm.
I
It's a
buzzed
Romanian
out there for a
term. No
second.
worries.
Yes, it is. So you're just helping show the way out real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The instant you get back to the world, there's a text message from Leo Jody.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a lead on an item for you. It's a little ways southeast of town in an old guy's, some old retired guy's cabin. Not entirely sure what the deal's like there. But told you I'd keep you updated.
They're gonna
And
like keep their phone hidden from everyone else and just type. May have to pause on that.
all right, no worries.
I'm some of them today. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Later.
All right. Want me to meet you at home or somewhere else?
Joe's just gonna head out, I think.
Yeah, nope, that's fine. Leo's fine waiting as long as you need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so you guys want to search Armata Strigoi.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
And whoever
Yeah.
wishes to do so gets an enhancement to
Ooh.
once per scene.
Yeah.
Yay.
So this would be an academics mental check. This is
Yes.
all academics.
I could do it.
I mean, we can all
And
do
just
it.
have people. Well, that is the question. Like the rules is written for
Mhm.
the lair. Your lair possesses a supernatural quality, which is that the Midnight Nook's basement is now a giant library.
Mhm.
This either provides enhancement to once per scene to an ally undertaking an appropriate action.
Mhm.
So it seems like it's only once per scene for one person.
People can help them. However, you guys would like to tell me how to help. How you guys help? I mean, it's a giant library, so a fellow academics check can sit there and work.
Okay.
But it just
Well,
depends on who would want to lead it.
I
Can
would
we
happily lead it.
do we ourselves have to help, or can we bring other resources to help?
You are your resources.
Hmm.
So,
I think the
but
answer
that
is
being
yes.
said, the library is in a liminal space between places. If you want Brandine's
Right.
help, you're going to have to pop back and forth between the library and the Nook.
Right.
I would say like the library is very much tied to the Nook. But if you're saying like there's no signal down here,
Spotty at best.
I see.
I mean,
There is
as-
a specific relic that gives you signal everywhere,
Mm,
and I've only limited it once. And that was because of some old lady who did not want to be found.
mm.
yeah. Um, aside from the shoddy internet connection, Randine would probably like it here, but there is that whole liminal space thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we don't have a proper way off the island.
Mm.
I can do this. You know what? Detective work is just reading and stuff. Why not?
Okay, so you want to help, Guard?
Yes, I'm going to.
How would you like to help?
Can Predator be applied to hunting for information as well?
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Seems
I'm.
fun to me in this particular moment. Do not ask
Here
me
we
for
go.
consistency.
It's, um,
Generally speaking, what would you like to roll? Type of thing.
well, I was seeing if I could use one of my Predator. Well, specifically, send the pack, because that makes me make a knack skill roll, and then it gives people enhancement on chasing down a target. And if the target is information, I imagine that would just be like
Okay.
more
How much enhancement?
determination. Do uh, it's dependent on my inheritance. So in this case, 1,
2.
2, right? Because I only imbued 1. So yeah, it'd be a +2 enhancement.
Okay. So do you want to help with that then?
Yes. How do I make a next skill roll?
A next skill. I'm not going to call for a roll in this because it is kind of a like you guys can take your time here.
Mm-hmm.
But usually in the callings section in the book, it'll have a list of skills. You make one of those skills with an attribute. Clashes of wills involve using the calling, but you make one of those skills rolls with an attribute, and then if you succeed, then you get the ability type of thing. So yeah, you have 4 enhancement there, Casimir.
All right. Let me get that settled. 8 successes.
With 8 successes, to not put too fine of a point on it,
Mm-hmm.
Armata Strigoi, is the army of the undead that Vlad Dracula led about 600 so years ago.
Oh,
I see.
hell no.
Oh boy.
Well then, I am very glad that we have some extra defense.
Yeah.
Putting down all of the information that I found and showing it to folks that have stayed. I believe Jody went home.
Jody did
Yep.
go home, yes.
We'll also send a photo message to the group with like the definition and some information on it to make sure that Jody has it as well.
Okay.
And with another text message like the Deicide Compact is not the only thing we have to worry about. My apologies.
You do not get a response from Jody.
This just means more excitement. I'm fine with that.
Carden is going to text Brandine, hey, bad news. We might be dealing with a vampire army. So garlic, holy water, stuff like that might be a good idea to like buy in bulk. I would suggest Sam's Club, but Costco might also be viable.
I don't think there's a
Where
Sam's Club
Costco?
or a Costco here in Brussels.
No.
No. Maybe
I'll see
IKEA?
what I can do, though.
Unless you get that shit imported.
Do you really want me to pay international shipping costs there?
No, wait.
Just go to Vatican's
I
R
just found out
Us.
I'm rich.
All right, as you wish. Actually, I think it might be easier for me to go to the Vatican to get the holy water at this point.
I was about to say international
was
shipping costs. You're on
right!
a flying island.
See, I'm smart.
All right, do you want me to take this flying island away from you for a little while?
I don't think we're leaving anytime soon. We still have at least one other loose end to tie up before we have to be in China. Go for it.
All right. I'll catch you guys later then. And there's a shadow, Jody, over that just kind of seems to fly a general southerly direction. As the island
Honestly,
moves
at this
from over
point,
Brussels.
Jody doesn't even look up.
That's fair. All right.
Vega's still at the Midnight Nook, and she's just gonna look at Kaz. Do you still want someone to stay the night for a little extra security?
Is appreciated.
Well, if you got some extra sheets and some pillows, I'll make do somewhere.
No, it's okay. We have a room. I can get something settled.
Okay. I know that Donovan and Alma, I'm sure, can will enjoy cozying up together. I think.
Judging by the way they've interacted, I would say so.
I'm leaving.
My apologies. We are being. What is the word?
Disgusting.
Lovey-dovey?
I'm just glad that everybody was able to come and help, even if I wasn't fast enough.
Well,
So it's a shame. I wanted to try to help protect.
I appreciate that very much.
Also,
Okay.
in the morning.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. In the
Uh,
morning. Oh no, you go ahead.
Yeah,
You
no,
go ahead.
no, ladies first.
Oh my god!
In the morning, let's take the two of them out on a walk to
Mm.
one of the local butchers, get them some good meat, because I promised Donovan I would for carrying me for so far.
That sounds like an excellent exchange. Yes.
Yes. We'll get some good breakfast sausage or something. We'll make us some breakfast too. For the whole group that wants to stay.
Andre, what are your plans?
I've got to get back home.
Very well. You're
Pardon, Jody.
welcome back
Oh.
in the morning. 10 punches on the punch card gives you a free coffee.
Andrew just looks down at the punch card, looks back at you. You can punch once a day?
Once per purchase.
See.
I may have to reshuffle the rules for that if people start taking advantage.
It's a good thing Jody wasn't there to get that.
Yep.
Okay.
The lad's just using one punch card.
I was about to say, but the question is, are the lads there to hear that?
The lads are busy following those other people who are stalking your place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as we depart, going towards our different spaces to rest for the evening, is an uneventful night. Is there anything that anyone would like to do?
Probably make a batch of dog treats.
Okay.
Yay, dog treats.
Ooh.
Jody's just gonna go sit on the roof of the apartment building they live in for a while.
That's fair.
Is Jody brooding?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, Jody is Batman.
I was about to say, they're a teenager.
It's
Oh my
more that
god.
they're kind of
Even worse.
assuming. It's more that they're kind of assuming that because they killed Boris, they fucked up and now have led in another entire organization to be our enemies, and it's their fault.
Oh no.
I
I
mean,
am the
it's a
same.
Oh man, I
You were
want
the
to
one who
spoil
killed him.
things. I want to spoil things so bad.
I mean,
Yeah, don't worry. Jody's just gonna be upset for a while.
The
Cardin's
upsettiest,
gonna-
spaghettiest.
Cardin's gonna reflect on the fact that he ate a person.
Yeah,
Just
it's
one?
just kind of like everything happens, and then it comes forward, and it's like, oh god, I ate a person.
I mean, they were a thrall at this point.
I
Still
don't know how
person.
thralls work.
Okay, but
Aren't they undead?
No.
They-
Trolls are hypnotized people.
In vampire, like the masquerade stuff, they're humans who drink vampire blood,
Mhm.
but I
So-
haven't turned into vampires.
Yeah.
So you could have saved them.
Yes.
You can
Oh,
if you
man.
basically
Not good.
can if you basically put them in detox for a while.
It
Oh,
takes a lot depending on how long they've been a thrall, because at a
Yeah.
certain point they're entirely dependent upon the blood.
Yeah, if they've been a thrall for like 80 years, you're not getting them back.
no.
Oh man.
Well,
Cardin's
and
gonna
when
be
the
huge.
vampire juice ends, they begin aging really fucking quick.
Yep.
They catch up basically.
My
But,
question
yeah.
is, does that make Cardin a cannibal?
No,
No, I'm a
Cardin's
dragon. I have never been human.
Cannibalism is own species only.
Yeah. And
No,
the
you
thing
can-
is,
Alright.
It's weird metaphysics, but no, Cardin is not a
But
cannibal.
we know that it does make him a douche.
But he's our douche.
see, you're not wrong, and he does reflect on that, considering he's never had to kill his own food, and two, he's never had to eat a being with autonomy and sapience.
You didn't have to eat him.
No, I did.
Ghost
That moment you
had
just
to
have
eat
to.
him. Cardin did not.
Listen, the predator instincts kicked in.
The player pressed A on the eat him prompt.
I was curious. I thought I could scum save, and then I forgot I was doing an Iron Man.
Yeah.
No scum saving here. All right. But yeah, so it is the next morning. is there anything that anyone would like to do during the day as I change the music from this dreary thing to something a little more exciting?
Oh, you're changing music? One sec.
I assume Leo catches up with Jody at some point.
I got.
We'll do this one. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that one. Yeah, Leo will definitely come over to Jody, and he doesn't bring up anything like about the conversation the previous night or anything like that. Never mind, I lied. He still doesn't, but I lied about the music.
This music is actually gonna work for me, y'all.
Yep.
I don't know, it's something. Wait, no, it's
Alright.
just quiet.
But yeah, so he comes over, just kind of checks on you. Did Jody spend the night on the rooftop?
Yeah.
Okay. He brings up some coffee and some breakfast and goes, your
Probably
mom
nodded off
had,
at some point.
your mom insisted that, stepdad make this, and it's fine. I had some, but she was pretty
Yeah.
busy this morning and wanted to make sure that you at least had something, so.
Thanks.
Yeah. He's still not used to monkeys walking in and out, so, at least he had that going for him.
I think I fucked up.
We all fuck up. You want to talk
Like
about it?
a big fuck up.
Yeah, go for it.
So I was running in to help some of my friends who were under attack last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this big vampire guy moving up a building away from my friends. And the last time I saw a vampire, he was trying to kill us. So I just threw a fire needle at him to, keep track of him where he was going. And he immediately combusted into ash.
Nice shot.
Yeah, turns out killing him might bring the attention of a very large group of vampires who will maybe try to kill us. And
You know what brought him over
it'll
there to
be.
begin with?
He was looking for that, the first vampire to
Yeah.
attack us. He's looking for him.
So
Apparently,
you already...
I only learned that after though.
Fair. So assuming he was telling the truth, y'all already had that attention.
Yeah, but if I hadn't killed him, we might have been able to smooth it all out, and it would have been fine. And
All right. Well, I guess the important question is what do you want to do about it?
I don't know.
It's understandable. It's a lot to think about.
I know you said you found a guy who has a thing and whatever, but I'm not sure if I'm okay with just taking something from some old man who hasn't done anything.
That's fair. I figured he wasn't using it anymore, so... You want
Yeah,
me to
but
still
what
look?
if it's important to him or whatever?
You could always ask.
I'm not good at asking.
You know how you get good at something? By sucking at it first. No, I didn't make that up. That's from Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I thought it was Adventure Time.
So I just saw the picture change.
Yeah. Might have actually been from Adventure Time too, now that I think about it.
They have a similar idea.
Dave Grohl
Pretty
watches
sure.
Adventure Time confirmed.
I was just about to say, surprisingly, you'll never forget who take it from who.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, after watching this guy for a couple of days, he goes out, he doesn't... For all I know, it's an old trophy. It might have some sentimental value. You're absolutely right. But I don't know. We can look into him a little more, see what he's like, see the type of things that he is. I'm perfectly fine doing recon.
Shit, I forgot. Just pull out the phone, text the lads like, "Hey, you followed those guys last night. Did you learn anything?"
The stuff that the lads followed and took a look into is some of the families were the families again that were at the park. Not many of them, like maybe two of them of the faces that anyone would recognize, like maybe two people in total. Sitting there and putting two and two together with Leo there to kind of sit there and kind of talk some things out. Jody comes to, or I would say that Jody is able to piece together that this might be some people that the Deicide Compact got their grubby little mitts into.
Alright, so that people have been like just civilians who have been convinced, basically.
Yes, pretty much.
I'm gonna forward that to the others.
Welcome to being a hero, kid.
Yeah.
There will be
It's all
a
good.
thumbs up reaction to this message.
You know, you might have fucked up, but you haven't tried to jump across the universe and pee on the finger of the guy who's telling you that you fucked up yet, so.
Well, the guy who's telling me I fucked up is me, so that might be kind of difficult.
Please
Might
don't pee on
require.
your finger.
But
Just-
yeah.
Excuse me, what though?
What?
Don't worry about
Oh, I'll tell you after, before you leave. Yeah. So, if that person, look, you made a call with the information that you had. It's it's tough sometimes when you don't have all the information to make the right call. Because what if you didn't do that and your friends got severely hurt? There's a lot of ifs that we can sit here and do and talk about, and kind of gets in the. I'm not going to say it gets in the way. It is good to sit there and consider the other options when they come up, but there is some things to keep in mind with you had a choice to make, and you made that choice to protect the things that you care about, right?
yes.
And as long as you're willing to learn from it, I think that's what's important.
Hmm.
Pep talks aren't exactly my strong suit, but
Yeah, I figured. It's not mine either. Don't worry.
if it's any consolation, I think that you made the right decision.
I guess just look into the guys some more and I just stare at my coffee.
Okay. It looks like he's going to say something for a moment, and then he just kind of reaches out to pat you on the shoulder, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Pats you on the shoulder. Alright. So, is that all that you'd like us to do? Is just keep an eye and take a look into that guy a little bit?
For now, I guess.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else right now.
Alright. No worries. If you need to talk, even if it's just to listen, I'm only just a phone call away and I can get here pretty quick.
I know, it's just
Sometimes you need to think about it on your own. I get it.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Of course. You know, if there's some other people there, they might also be able to help you process some of that too. I think that Andre feller, big guy, looks like he's got a good head on his shoulders.
I want to put this
Just a
stuff
thought.
on them.
Fair enough. And Leo climbs down and begins looking into a guy out in the middle of the woods. What's everyone else up
I
to?
think it's after Leo's gone that Jody says, "I'm enough of a burden already."
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me a social subterfuge check.
Okay.
That's
I guess
done.
do I get a bonus from
You can get a bonus from stealth.
stealth? Yay! I like having enhancement. 6 successes.
Okay. Yeah, that is easy enough to hide your comments from a toddler.
Yeah. Oh god, is the toddler up on the roof? They shouldn't be up here. What?
Toddler's not on the roof, but it would just be like sitting there and overhearing type of thing is what it was going to be. Would have been the baby / little sibling,
Yeah.
which would have been some rich drama in and of itself. But you're able to be quiet enough for this particular moment. Okay. What's everyone else up to?
Butcher run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody or did Carden stay the night, or did he leave? By the way.
How I imagine things going for Carden is he walked the streets of the night for a bit, just kind of contemplating eating a person. And then when he remembered that he sent his house,
To the
God knows
Vatican.
where. Yeah,
Oh no!
he looked for a nice park bench to sleep on, and then when he went to lay down, the keys pierced his leg as he remembered, oh yeah, I still have a warehouse. And then he went there.
Oh my god.
I can just
Yeah.
Proud of him.
imagine Carden's like inner monologue being all film noir.
And then, oh wait. By the way,
He
I see
told-
you changed your profile picture.
Yes,
Yes,
Red Ghost has changed his profile picture, and it is glorious.
I'm keeping it. Yeah, it was very just film noir of like, they told me this job never gets any easier.
Oh my goodness.
At least there's one silver lining. Still have a
Free
place
food!
to lay my head and rest.
Okay. What's Andre
Saxophone
up to?
intensifies.
What's Andre up to?
I believe thanks to the epic stamina purview, I don't actually ever need to rest. Andre might go continue building his structure on the outskirts.
An epic stamina innate? I think so.
It doesn't take a toll if you don't rest. You don't feel the complications of it. What the wording is meant to be like, you can have like your body can suffer from it, but you yourself do not feel the problems of it.
How it
I
is?
believe.
So
you make it a later problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
A problem for future
'Cause
Andre.
I do remember that is how I was playing my character, and I believe I did have a talk with Alvarance about that of, yeah, your body doesn't feel the strain of no sleep. That doesn't mean that no sleep is unimpeding.
Like, you'll feel tired and you'll yawn, but you could just keep chugging along.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to do things as you wish. So you could take, like,
Yeah, 'cause
cat naps and feel fine.
Yeah, because the wording there says or risk death from.
So you can just keep working. And you'll be okay.
I was only to do it so quickly. Andre will go back to the orphanage too. check on things and rest.
Okay.
Boop.
I do think that there's just kind of like a point where it's just kind of like, okay, so now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, the foundation's laid. I need to wait for everyone else to be open so that way I can actually get the rest of the supplies. And but yeah,
Turns out there's not many builders' yards open at 4 o'clock in the morning.
gotta wait a couple hours. Might as well nap. The orphanage is fine though. A lot of the kids are asleep probably by the time that you get back, resting. Maybe some of the older ones are up, but they're the responsible ones. So, but yeah. All right. Is there anything that Andre would like to do in the morning or during the day?
Andre will check with his assistant if there's anything that needs to be done.
Oh, okay. At the orphanage, most of the things
Yes.
are kind of taken care of. Most of them themselves. Not much in the need of repairs. It's mostly things that have been broken, not like building or foundation aspects. So it's just getting replacement from kids who might have been a little more destructive in play. The what is it that I'm thinking of? Nothing that they need Andre for, though. It's easy enough for us to take care of it ourselves, type of thing. Is this an assistant for Andre for everything, or just the orphanage?
Just the orphanage.
Okay.
For them to be an assistant for everything, I think I need to actually have, like, dots in them.
A follower, yeah. Or a fate binding.
Also possible.
Yeah. So there's breakfast made.
Do we want to
Any...
invite people over for breakfast if they want to come over?
They are welcome, yes.
Vega sends a picture in the group chat with y'all coming over for breakfast with like a bunch of breakfast food, or with like a picture of Casimir cooking with a apron on, looking all adorable.
Hey, we don't know if he's got an apron on. Casimir, do you have an apron on?
Of course I have an apron on.
All right.
Michinyo said
Casimir?
so.
Yeah.
Who do you think gave him the apron?
No, genuinely, Casimir would have an apron.
I was about to
And
say,
it would
Casimir
say
seems the
it would
type.
be a Midnight Nook apron. Am I wrong?
No,
Branded.
it is in
Casimir's
fact
working
embroidered.
at merchandising.
Aw.
Alma has her own little Midnight Nook handkerchief to wear around her neck.
All right.
I want to believe
that's
this.
too cute.
Yeah.
Also, it's not a handkerchief around the neck. It is a neckerchief.
A neckerchief.
Because the thing is, a kerchief is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bandana is a headkerchief, technically.
Oh, the accessory is the kerchief.
Yes.
Yes,
We're learning something new today.
To have like in your hand, which is a handkerchief. You can have one around your neck, which is a neckerchief, and so on. This is also new information for me. Asterisk, like a couple weeks ago.
The more you know.
Yeah.
So who
With the
all
little
would
shooting
like
star.
to come
I'm
to
the
breakfast?
first one there.
All right.
Sorry, Cardin, they're not gun flavored.
I have not yet found a way to flavor gun.
You eat a gun one time.
Can I just have some bacon, please?
For the people who've just joined us in that raid,
Love.
Red Ghost's character, Cardin, is a dragon, and as a dragon, he can pretty much eat anything. So when we say he ate a gun, we mean that
He's-
literally.
He literally
I-
consumed a gun.
I consumed a
With
Glock
his
17,
teeth.
yes.
We do not mean it figuratively.
No, I ate a gun like it was taffy.
Didn't you eat something that Vega gave him too?
I ate a sewer grate, yes.
Vega
like
did
a
not give him a
giant
whole
cookie.
sewer grate.
Oh, that was the lads. That was the lads.
Yeah. I think we were just
Stop
giving
sign.
it. I think we were all just giving him various things to see if he could eat them.
Yes,
The
I
answer was
remember
yes.
there was a sewer grate. There were several stop signs. I think I ate a street light.
Happy on
It was
six.
really tough for them to get the streetlight.
By the
Yeah.
way, I'm gonna say on their way back to the Midnight Nook, they stopped by. They saw a somebody selling fruits at a fruit stand, and Vega stopped and saw peaches and like picked up a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was like, oh, we should get these. Satiate the lads.
Now we need to find like at what day is it market day in Brussels?
But yeah,
It's today. Don't worry about it.
It's today. Okay.
Sicard's the first one there. Does anyone else show up for breakfast?
I
Andre,
think
Jody?
whatever happens, Jody will be last.
Okay. Andre, do you want some food with your friends?
Andre will join for breakfast.
All right. So everyone is at the Midnight Nook, all together for breakfast.
It is
Breakfast.
at this time that a meteor crashes into the.
I was just
I
about to
kick it.
say.
Oh God.
I kick it back into space.
Okay, good, excellent.
Not
So,
before I
Get
take
in
a
the
bite out of it.
You shoot a needle at it and it shatters into a billion tiny pieces.
And
I
now
kick
we've
it and
pissed off
apply
the
several
meteors.
tags to it to turn it into a gun.
So whilst I get
Actually-
a couple of plates of breakfast ready, you can also see Donovan and Alma in one of the Midnight Nooks, just probably like having separate bowls that are filled with probably
The good meats.
mutton.
The good meats.
Oh, the good stuff.
Oh, it's like fresh cut too that morning.
Yeah, it's so Donovan is like big, large black dog, and Alma is big, large gray wolf.
They would make monochromatic babies.
A couple of them are just white. It's like, what happened there?
Ran out of toner.
Please refill.
Yeah.
Have you seen the prices of ink cartridges?
Oh, don't get me
Oh,
started
no.
on the prices of
Oh my gosh.
printer ink.
I'm just thinking if Carden saw what they were eating, would he be slightly jealous?
I was just about to say, like, Card's gonna look at the plate of food and then look at the bowl, and for the smallest moment, just the millisecond that you look at Card, he looks like he has a look of like general pondering of like, I don't know which I want more.
Well, if you're a dog, you get fed like a dog.
Okay. Card's after that, Card's gonna ask for a black coffee, and then he just opens a flask.
Carden gets a cup of coffee and a punch in his card.
He's laughing.
Good.
All right. So, what is the plan for the day?
I think Casimir would go and say, like, we have still 2 names to go look for.
Right. And one of them is far closer than the other.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Do we have the names somewhere?
We wrote them down, didn't we?
The last 2 are Elvin Holt and Jenny Avila.
And Jenny
And
was out of the country often, or was that
Jenny is out of the country often. You do know where her address is. It's just a
Yeah.
coin flip on whether or not she's going to be there.
Right.
Jody gave you a bunch of info on them from the lads.
Right. And it wasn't the current word that she is going to the divine, or is it the supreme democracy, the supreme bureaucracy, or
Celestial bureaucracy? No,
thank
that's
you.
not Jenny. Jenny's not doing anything with celestial bureaucracy. You guys
Celestial-
wanted to go.
The celestial bureaucracy is heaven.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys wanted to go see the celestial bureaucracy to get some information on a grumpy goddess.
Oh, that's the only reason we wanted to go to China?
As far as I know.
Oh. I would not have been playing that up as much as I was.
I was quite confused about why we were going to China last session. Whole session pulled.
Yeah, I thought one of them was over there. That's why I kept bringing it up.
Ah.
And Jody was just like, "Yeah, sure, let's go. Why not?"
Oh,
In that case, yeah,
not
no,
going to
Brand.
China.
Yeah, Brandy not being here is suddenly less of a detriment.
But yeah, figuring out. I think Casimir is planning for a plan B in case she's not there.
Okay.
Casimir would like to get ready an envelope with a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much sharing everything that we've shared with James and with Jesse before.
Mm-hmm.
Information about the Midnight Nuke. I will not give her a punch card immediately. And now for that, you need to be a client, like customer. And I think I will do that in duplicate for the other as well, so that at least they can read through it after our conversation if we have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized we have Jesse and James. We got Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Meow, that's right.
All right. So you want to head to Jenny first?
Yes. See if she's in.
Okay. Does everyone want to go?
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, I think she would be. Where would I put her? What did I say she lived in? Let me take a look. I didn't. Okay, cool. Let me just grab this. Okay, so yeah, she'll be closer to you guys. Nope. There we go. Figuring out Foundry.
No worries.
All right, so I'll put you guys. That's not what I said. There we go. So I'll put you over there. Is is everyone going? Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Jody's just kind of following along right now.
Okay. So you approach this house, moderately, not large, I would say, but it's definitely bigger than one person would probably need on their own. The lawn is a little more unkempt for the parts that are still grass and haven't been replaced with natural flora to this general area. And as far as you guys can tell, there's nobody up on a first floor.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Ring the doorbell.
Okay. As you ring the doorbell, there's a brief moment of silence before the sound of crashing and the stumbling of somebody trying to come up to of stairs. And there's this kind of the up next to the door, and then there's a pause, and then the door opens. Before you, you see a feminine presenting individual with dark skin that actually has some grease marks over her brow. And she takes a look and goes, hi, how may I... And I'm just going to make a quick roll real quick. With 3 successes, she pauses. She looks over at Jody's shoes. And her response is, what are those?
What are those?
My shoes?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
That is the answer.
And they... Okay. Judging by...
He's like, no, tell me why you're interested in them before I tell you what they are.
Okay, they, are those the cloud walking boots?
Oh, yeah.
Can anyone use them to walk on clouds, or just people like us?
I think just people like us,
Damn
considering they only started working like that after I met my dad.
Speaking of, I believe we do not have to start off on square one.
Oh, no, it's fine. Go, come on in. If
Does she have a son?
She does have a scent. For those of you that are interested or that are able to, I need
Thank
to
you
go
for
back.
asking.
I'm interested, but I can't smell that.
Where's my?
I love
There's
that dragons just get that. I really do.
It's very good.
I bought it.
We
Mhm.
really need to get that sniff.
You'll get it at Demigod for free.
This is why I have
The salt of the
Free
sea
sneak.
and different seafoods cooking at once.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
Loa?
Atua.
Oh,
Oh, I like her.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, come in. I can look, and she kind of goes forward and just leaves the door open after turning around and goes to the stairs downstairs into a basement.
Okay.
I did have more to say about the shoes, but alright.
We'll get
She's
there.
like she was like gesturing you guys to come in and kind of like talk and walk and
But okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, so before the whole meeting my dad thing, I could use the shoes to run up walls.
Interesting. Okay. And as she kind of goes forward and turns on, oh wow, it is dark. I really should be better about that. And turns on a light, and you see, for lack of a better term, someone's project room, and it's kind of like a combination of mechanical and other types of projects. I'm just going to turn on this one, and I'll put that there.
Is it okay that the doggos came in?
Yeah, she doesn't seem to care or acknowledge him at this point.
Okay, good.
Um,
I don't want to be
and
disrespectful.
how many here are familiar with wind sails? Like windboarding.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, in that case, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the sail with the on top of a surfboard type of thing.
Mhm.
And it looks like she's trying to mess with that and goes forward. It's like, the reason why I asked is because surfing's fun, surfing's great. You can't do it everywhere.
Mhm.
And I want to give the people the ability to sit there and do that wherever they can. I'm just having difficulty getting to a point where I can actually make it applicable on wind. And so I figured if there was a relic that I could sit there and take a look at with that, it might have been the cloud walking shoes. But if it only works for us, other people can't use it. Does that make
seem
sense?
to be the case, yes.
I love this character.
Oh, sorry. I got lost in the things. I got excited. My name is Jenny Avila. Nice to meet you. And she holds out a hand to whomever. Like, just kind of holds out a hand and then just goes from person to person until somebody takes it.
Andre will shake.
Absolutely, I will.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all gonna shake.
Yeah.
Jody will be
Even
last
Oma.
and take off one of their shoes and just hand it over. Like, you can take a look if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great, thanks. And she just starts sitting there and turns and starts working. And it's like, okay, so
Are
what's
there
this
any
about?
other chairs there?
Yes, they all have stuff in them.
I see. Stepping
Oh,
closer
man.
to the main table,
Mm-hmm.
Casimir says, "The reason we are here, Miss Avila, has to do with who and what we are. That includes you."
I figured as much at that point.
May I ask what you know of
About us? The gods? A decent amount, actually. They're kind of a mixed bag, depending on where you go. This is definitely different from where I grew up. Where I grew up, at least a lot of the gods take in place their dualistic natures. For example, like Pele is a destructive goddess of volcano, but also volcanic soil is very nutritious, so she's also a goddess of life. A lot of us are like that.
Yes.
Why do you ask?
We have reason to believe that you may be in some matter of danger.
I guess it's part and parcel to being, kind of gestures at.
You are right. That is very true. Have
I'm
you
glad you at
heard?
least. Oh,
No, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
I'm glad you at least are like aware of your whole situation. It's very refreshing compared to the other two that we talked to.
I mean, James was aware.
Well, that's true. He was not entirely, but she's
Mm.
got
So
it.
there's these guys called the Deify Compact.
That was my
Uh,
next question. If you had heard of them.
Not particularly, but with a name like Deicide, that does not sound great.
Yeah,
It
they
does
have
not.
this
Yeah.
thing where they don't like gods, and since we're kind of related to them, that's kind of a problem for them.
Makes
They've
sense.
been very annoying.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain a lot of the gods probably wouldn't be happy with them either. Given a lot of the industrialization. At least our people wouldn't. Anyway,
That is
but
not
that's
true.
not necessarily what you're here about.
No,
No.
it is not.
Guarantee you never left.
We had a run-in with this group a while back,
Mhm.
and given our desires to keep safe from them, we had been looking into them, and it seems that they have some designs on several other people here in the area. One of them is you.
Well, makes sense if it's godly people that they're looking at.
Hmm,
Or scions, I guess is the technical term.
indeed. Now,
We wanted to we just wanted to give you the heads up about it at least, and
It's appreciated.
yeah.
Casimir
Oh.
will take out that envelope with his letter. In case we couldn't reach you here, I had prepared everything that we would like to say
Oh,
here.
well, thanks. And they, like, not even like turning to look, just kind of reaches back, grabs the paper,
Mhm.
and puts it in a stack on the workbench. Type of thing. You do see that some of that has been checked, so you do
Okay.
get the idea that it would get through, but it's generally she's definitely the distracted kind of creator type.
Mhm.
I love her so much.
It's like Brandine never left. She's great.
I've only had this woman for minute, but if anything ever happened to her, I would destroy everybody and then myself.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, so good. I love this character.
You can actually see that Casimir is having like trouble to steer the conversation.
After a little bit, she goes. She turns around after taking a look at the boot in various forms, hands over it back. Goes, "Thank you very much for letting me look at that."
You're welcome.
It does appear that the only way that I could make something like this work would be if I were to either imbue everybody with our powers, which I don't think I am capable of doing, or to get to a point where we could make a realm of something like this and have that be the point of easy access. And she kind of shrugs.
Yuri's like, how does that take?
Yet.
I have no idea. I am not strong enough to do that.
Yet.
Yeah.
I
Appreciate it.
wouldn't mind sharing some of the knowledge I have about magic, for instance.
Magic would be helpful for some cases. I know it all comes down to power and how power works. Magic uses the same type of power that we do, it's just from a usually external source for most people, which usually takes a lot of study for somebody to sit there and get, in order to, especially if flight is what we're looking for, which flight is what I'm looking for. So they just
That makes
have to
sense.
get to the same level that we're at through a different means.
Yeah. Casimir's thinking this over, and like one thing that he is considering, he sits upon a mountain of wealth in the form of information, and if she needs like any sort of research or tomes of knowledge, he could allow her access to that.
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Do you have time?
Today? Yeah.
Okay.
I've got patents out the ass for other things. I don't need to work. I just do this stuff because it's fun.
Excellent.
You guys gotta try it sometime. Even if it's just a vacation to go somewhere, you guys gotta try it. It's
I would like to
liberating.
spend a legend point
Sure, where would you like to go?
back to the Midnight Nooks library.
You want to spend a legend point to go there? Okay, yeah,
Sorry,
no,
bye.
absolutely, go for it.
I
Okay,
want to
bye.
use my boon, Sorry Path, to bring all of the band plus one character here.
Oh, okay.
Whee!
Jody, who was about to start like poking all the gadgets, is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Hardin is going to sit there and be like, okay, I'm not mad, but warning would be appreciated.
No, like I'm setting this up. Like this is not a immediate moment. Like
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
there is some like
There it
starts
does
to glow
say
and
you can't do it instantaneously. We figured that out in our last game.
Okay,
It's not an
good.
instantaneous thing.
Man, I hope she closed her door.
She did not. She wanted you guys to. She turned around and went.
who's the last person through the door, and did they close the door? Because if I was, I definitely would have.
Jody, right? Was it Jody?
I probably went in first because shoes.
Yeah,
that's right.
I imagine it would be Jody, because I imagine Jody would... Or, no, wait, never mind.
Well, if we're going inside her house, it would shut the front door on the way.
It's not my door.
Okay, you wouldn't have. Andre would have.
I would have too. Yeah.
All right, cool. So everyone but Carden would have shut the door.
Oh, I would have absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the dogs to get out.
Jody probably would have done it out of habit if they were lost.
All right, so it was Andre.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because we're not assholes.
Yeah. So there, it does take some setup, and you're able to sit there and get to the Midnight Nook.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we like I create a these motes of starlight around us, and suddenly we find ourselves first like a flash of light before we find ourselves in the Midnight Nook. Specifically the library part of it.
Well, when you started sitting there doing that, it's not exactly what I was hoping for. Can you teach that to somebody?
Maybe.
Good, because I would absolutely love to learn that.
I like her. Can we keep her around?
Given that she's
I
a
agree with
sapient
this
being,
statement.
I believe that is up to her.
Hey, we like you. Would you like to stick around?
I hope you don't want to drive me out of Brussels, especially if you just brought me to a place within Brussels, I presume.
Yes, we are close to Central Station.
Okay. So yeah, I presume that you guys didn't bring me here just to kick me out. So yeah, I guess I'll stick around for a little bit.
Oh, I guess
That
we should
works.
specify where exactly we're at.
Mm-hmm. I can show you. Like, I'll actually probably hand her a punch card with my address.
Gotcha. That's not too far. All right, let's see if I
But
can grab this
going
again.
around like the library, here you can find all manner of information that you can peruse at your disposal, at your preference.
Leisure.
Yes, at your leisure. That's the word.
Do we have any digital records, or is it just all books and analog?
Some of them have been indexed. Well, like no, some of them. They have been indexed, but it is there's no direct digital copies.
Yeah, it's a little more work than I was anticipating, but that is fine. I will not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Apologies for being analog.
It happens. Everyone's got their aesthetic. And
But maybe like how does fate binding Scions work again, or can't we do that yet?
so I'm going to explain two things.
Uh-huh.
First thing, I'm going to explain rules as written, and the second thing is I'm going to explain my house rule.
Yes.
Rules as written. At hero, you can only fate bind beings of a lower tier than you. And so that means that you could only fate bind origin characters. Doesn't matter if they're scions, doesn't matter what they are. That would only be of origin or trivial characters. What I do is I do equal tier or lower.
Okay.
Because while I can make beings of origin absolutely annoying and nemesis and rivals to you, in some cases, like once you start reaching demigod, it kind of becomes more and more of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But demigods, you can fate bind anyone of any tier except each other, and then god, you can fate bind each other.
Okay. Because I was thinking, because this cost me 1 legend, of fate binding Jenny
Sure. Who would
as
you
an
like to fate binder?
apprentice.
An apprentice. Okay.
Ooh, smart idea.
That seemed fitting.
Okay. So yeah, you can regain the legend.
Yay!
Now, note that usually would go away. I just kind of have it sit there until otherwise, because sometimes it does take a little bit for you guys to spend legend in regards to it. So usually
Yeah.
that would go away at the end of the episode. But
I specifically spent the legend in order to like get all of quote unquote the benefits.
valid as hell. Okay. But with that, as you regain legend and get an apprentice thing, this will also give you some time to read over apprentice and what it can do, and to see if that's something that you want to keep.
Mm-hmm.
I think with 4 minutes left, we'll go ahead and call it there for the evening, as you guys are
Ah.
able to.
Vega was gonna ask
Go for it.
if she was comfortable. If you don't mind me asking, because you mentioned Pele, is that who you're a scion of?
No. I am a scion of Give me just a moment. Tangaroa.
Oh, I have to admit I am not familiar with them.
Tangaroa is sometimes called the god of the sea and its ugly denizens.
That's
That
rude.
seems rude.
Well, I mean, like, have you seen an anglerfish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of ugly, aren't they?
Yeah.
I would say intimidating.
Is he more of an intimidating looking god?
Yeah, he's not the most attentive guy.
Hmm.
He's actually thinking about it. He's a real piece of work, but that's for a different conversation.
Hmm.
Well, to make it fair, I'm a scion of Hecate.
Oh, nice.
I'm a scion of Zoria.
Yeah,
Which
this
one?
is a conversation I wanted to have beforehand.
Mostly Polognosnaya.
Okay.
But the others go by now and again.
Well, figures. They're family.
Hmm.
You guys don't need to share, by the way. I just don't want you guys to feel pressured for it. It kind of looks over towards Andre and Carda and Jody.
Jody shrugs, points to the shoes, and says, "Guess."
Fair.
Oh, I'm fine with sharing with you. I feel pretty comfortable with you. You've been very open with us and very warm
Gonna
and
be real, Twill's tail. I'm kind of obvious.
you know
Hey,
you're
you could
not
just
wrong.
like the aesthetic for all I know. I mean, I didn't want to look like an anglerfish, so.
I didn't
You
choose the
know, it looks
tail.
like an anglerfish.
Jody says, "I didn't choose the tail."
The tail chose them.
Got it.
Wait, you could have looked like an anglerfish.
When you kind of grow in power, you can change aspects of yourself if you'd like.
Jody's like,
Is that
"Wait,
how you
no, there's a thing I can do
extra
here."
handsome, Kaz?
Yeah, go for it.
Jody's like, "There's a thing I can do here. Activates visage great and terrible."
Yeah, like that.
What does
I
that
now
do
look-
exactly for Jody?
The line between beauty and monstrosity is drawn by your hand. Your very appearance instills your enemies with absolute terror by confronting your divinity. Because I got this through the beast purview, it makes me look more like my dad.
Oh.
More like
That's
angry
cool.
Sun Wukong. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh.
cool.
Monkey.
I gain
Okay.
trivial characters that automatically flee from me, and other characters face a +2 complication on any action that does not somehow help them flee your presence.
Luckily, we're not enemies.
Yeah.
Reject
I
humanity.
still look scary though.
Return to monkey. Monkey.
Monkey.
It's like, yeah. Turns it off anyway.
I didn't grab that. I grabbed other things, but yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. We all have our different strengths,
Oh,
but
oh no. Is she talking like she knows she's a SGC?
no, it's that she kind of it's that like practicing kind of grab type of thing.
Okay.
She's not that.
I was just wondering.
Not being meta.
No, she's self-aware actually.
Very self-aware.
Hmm.
No, she's just open and she's very intelligent. So she kind of sat there and looked at it and sees a lot of the patterns and kind of bases it based on that.
I love her so much.
Andre, it's going to ask her, do you know much about architecture?
I can learn about architecture. Most of my stuff is in engineering, to be honest, but
No, I was planning on building a place for those like us to be able to meet up safely. Beyond
I'd be
just
more
our
than-
small group.
I'd be more than happy to help with that where I can.
Okay, Andre will give her the address. There's just foundations right now.
Excellent. But yeah, I'll say I'll give you through a lot of conversation. Metatextually, she is a creator, primeval, and leader, and she has the beast's purview. She has the one that allows you to talk to animals.
Neat.
Oh,
Yeah, leader of the pack.
That's it.
oh
yeah.
wait, she could talk to Alma.
She could
Yeah,
talk
I
to
was
Alma.
just about to say.
Um,
Later, next time.
Look,
Which-
she can talk to Alma. I can just sense vibe.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like when you kind of sit there and take a look in the information that you have. She's been able to influence animals in dangerous situations. So, like when she goes out and goes surfing, people don't have to worry about shark attacks. So she's just like, "Hey guys, it's not food here. You got to go somewhere else. I'm sorry."
Sorry, this
but
beach
what
is
if
closed.
food? No nibbles. No.
This beach is closed.
Exactly. But
But what if made for food?
no. But as you guys sit there and have this lovely conversation with Jenny, we'll go ahead and call session there. I've been your storyteller, Alvarez, for the evening. With me playing Brooding Jody, I've had Keestrith.
Jody's having an upsetty day.
With playing the, I can't think of an adjective right now, Vega, I've had Michi.
I drew a card in.
You
Yes,
did
you
draw a
did.
card.
It's beautiful.
It
I
is
hope y'all can see.
wonderful.
Playing
Also,
the,
Vega had a good day. She came late to the party, though.
It's okay.
Playing the teleporting Casimir, I've had Nether.
It was me. I've been there since the moment we arrived.
Yeah. Playing the transforming Cardin, I've had Red Ghost.
So I didn't hate the taste, but man, is it gonna scar me for a while?
It's a bit
You
gamey.
chose to eat him.
And playing the diligent Andre, I'll say, I've had Robo Pirate.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
And with that, that was game. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to Ray of Swords for bringing the Gender Meowster raid over to this place. Thank you all so much for those who have stayed here. If you like this sort of thing, I play this game of Midnight Storm every other week on Thursdays, and I play D&D in the campaign Hyrule Chronicles every other Monday, which will be this upcoming Monday. So if that's your jam, do give me a follow so you will know when I go live. I also sometimes show off some cartography that I'm working on. Maybe I should do that tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah. But that is that for today. I should run a little bit of a raid. And I think I know who to go and raid. There is a lovely person called Lil Blue Mazzodi. And Lil Blue is currently playing Dragon Age Origins. So, let's go and say hi there. Lil Blue Mazzodi. With that said, I have been Nether, I am Nether, and I will be Nether for a while more. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye!